Welcome, this is Anedo TV. My name is Cheta Omaram, and today I have some wonderful guests in the house. And you can see from their shirts already, this is SMFEST Awka. Okay, so there's name on your own already, but then I would like them to tell us who they are exactly. So, can we meet you?
All right, hello everyone. My name is Ifani Ochije, and I am the licensee for SMFEST Awka.
Okay.
Okay, I am Ozi Baba Nietu. I'm a social entrepreneur, the convener of our Baji Festival. I'm the team lead of volunteers for SMFEST Awka.
Okay, this SM Fest sounds like a very big event. So, can we have a breakdown? Like, how did SM Fest come about? How did it start?
All right, SMFEST Awka is actually, let me start with the word SMFEST.
Okay.
It actually means social media fest. You know, a fest is an event that is focused, right? And we are focused on building the digital tribes or within a city and a state, right? And we actually started this around 2020, 2021 in the city of Owerri when the narrative of the city was going so low around the insecurity space, the moral vices and all that. So it was looking as if all the city of Owerri has to offer is the negative aspect of life.
Mm-hmm.
And some of us that are actually doing great stuff came together and were like, we cannot allow this narrative to continue. We have to find a way, to sell the stories of the good things happening within that city. So that year we came together in 2021 to organize the first edition of SM Fest Owerri, and it was a huge success. We had the likes of Jim Ike, Jide Bankole, and so many of them coming all the way from Lagos to grace our stage. And by 2022, a lot of people wanted more from this event due to the massive experience it got in the first year. So by 2022, we actually spread our wings again by having the likes of one of the best kit makers in Nigeria, Mr. Funny, that's Sabinus, Oga Sabinus. We had the likes of Obina Okachukwu, Mekanobis, Ugochukwu Maogu, and so many of them, Niger Brand Chick, we had the Choma Ifanyes, all these people graced our stage in 2022. And all we are trying to achieve is that fact that this city is secured. People can actually come into this city and do their stuff and go back. So if we can attract these quality people, these quality influencers to this state, so you on your own can also come to this state and go back. So by 2023, it was already overblown and people wanted so much more. And in 2023, we had the likes of Mr. Peter Obi, the former governor of Anambra State, and we had the likes of Paul Onwanibe of Lions Den. We have Josh Too Funny on our stage, and so many other guests that grace our stage. It's not about the gracing of stage and the talking and teaching part of the event. A major objective for SM Fest is first of all to connect with one another.
Okay, so just before we get to the objective, there is the way you've actually mentioned the personalities of people that graced the events in previous years.
All right.
So this time around, the way it sounds very big. I would like to know: is this just the two of you? Are there more people involved? Are there groups? Is it a community thing? So
Wow.
how is it?
So an SM Fest event is never an individual event.
Okay.
Like we said, it's a community building project. At SM Fest, where we work with over 200 volunteers. But then, one good thing is, despite the fact that this is our first edition in Anambra State, Awka precisely, we actually have currently over 300 volunteers working day and night, bringing out their talents towards the success of this event. We have videographers, we have photographers, we have ushers, we have protocols, we have technical. So everybody is, giving what he has, graphic designers, and in that process, learning gaining more experience in terms of handling this project and all that. And one good thing about our volunteers for SMFEST Awka is that majority of these volunteers are not even actually from Awka. You have people from Newi, Onitsha, or far away. We have volunteers all the way from Abuja, and we have a volunteer from the US actually gearing up to be at this event. Processed has already bought his ticket for this event. So it's an amazing sight to behold, seeing young people, doing all they can to promote a city.
Okay, now talking about you've been mentioning Awka as a new place for this particular event. So, sir, I would want to know, why Awka? Why Anambra State?
Okay, thank you so much for that question. In Anambra State, all of us live in Anambra State, and if you have a mental picture of what the location is like, you find out that apart from the government having a seat in Awka, Awka is like a hub for young people. In as much as our target is not just for young people alone, but that majority of people that know their way around digital space are young. So we're looking at a place that is accessible to everyone in Anambra State, because if you are coming from Onitsha, from Nnewi, from Ekwulobia, from every other part of Anambra State, Awka is a particular place you can spot instantly. So we're looking at where it will be very flexible, easy to locate, and again, not taking away the fact that Awka being the center, that is a place we can position it, and the visibility. A lot of people will hear about it and want to attend.
Okay, again, I would like to hear. There's something I want to ask you personally.
Yeah.
Okay, this program is social media first. Okay, social media first, and there are lots of things that have been going on social media like lately. What do you people really do? Is it to train? When you come to the social media space currently, from what you've explained, talking more of IT, talking more of people who get into videography, people who do lots of things that is IT related. You see people who do funny stuff on the social media space. Like, do you also teach them some of these things they do? People actually cartoon people in a funny way, do things that can make other people feel bad.
Yeah,
did you not bring them together? Did they teach them that particular part?
Okay, one problem with all of us, or most people, the users of digital space, is that there is no regulation.
Okay.
And because there is no regulation, people do whatever they put out their temperaments out there. But when you become a part of SMFEST, one good thing you understand is that you see people using that space positively. When we're talking about people that volunteered for us, you will see there are videographers, graphic designers, there are even community managers. Some of the people that you see sometimes trying to force themselves or trying to bring in all those negative things you see on social media, some of them truly, they don't know what to do to be visible. So looking at what we are doing in SFS, when we are bringing the tribe together, one person may just see another person doing something and say, can I learn this? And he will find a way, find his feet, or he'll find his foot on whatever is happening around a particular desired skill. When we come together, you will see Mr. A and Mr. B. You can see people you can collaborate with, people you can learn from, and people that can engage on what you're doing. Some people just are doing certain things they are doing on social media because they want attention.
Okay.
When you have your family around looking at your progresses, you may not have time to look for all these crazy things.
Okay, Mr. Ifeanyi, I'll still come back to you again.
All right.
Okay, so now this question is for you. It's a community.
Yeah.
And he has already mentioned that people can do anything to be on the social media space.
Yeah.
So this community that they are building together, have you been working? Did you also teach them how to manage the space? Did you also, away from teaching them how to connect, connecting is a thing. Another thing is keeping the connection. People actually connect and then do something that affects people. Now they have the ground. It's now a very big platform. You've given them platform through network. So instead of them to use the platform well, because they already have a network that have showcased them, they can do anything for the film. How do you bring in that part of handling them?
Okay, so that's why I mentioned earlier, ours is social media first. By the word first, we mean a concentrated or a focused event. Focus is in building the positiveness of the digital tribe. So many persons are doing stuffs, negatively or positively, but we want to let people know that there is more that comes out from being positive around the social media space. They've already benefited a lot, even without the event. As we speak now, most of our volunteers are already happy, even without the event, because they've learned a whole lot. The terms of working as a team, working as a unit, having concentrated effort towards task, how to delegate task, and all those stuff. So many of them have learned community management, how to structure communities so that people can bring out the best. I'll share something. We've been posting regularly since we launched our social media handles on November 6th without me skipping any. And this is because people were able to structure the team, that people bring out what they have and ensure that that system is sustained. You can go to our Facebook page to verify and all those things. So it's about the learning process even before the event. Then on the day of the event, what we try to do is bring in avenues for people to connect. Connection is very important. It's good I know you as Cheta, but it's also good I know you as based on what you can do for me, and you know me based on what I can do for you. What we do is let the people know you for what the benefit you can be of them, so that whenever the opportunity comes, you can always say, I know this person and he can deliver. So that's the connection part, and we get that through that network by creating, aside the learning platform, fun activities, games, these vibes, red carpets. We have the tech aspect of it, where people explore modern digital equipments, VR games and all that. We have the vendor. So all those things helps people to connect very well. And we are intentional about connection. That's why if you come to the event, the first task we usually give our attendees is the connection task. We'll have to tell you, these are our expected goals for you for this. You must meet 5 persons or 10 persons and introduce yourself and make sure you collect this contact. So you become intentional on the gains you are going to make around the event.
Okay, so now, when I asked previously, my emphasis in when they get the connection, what they do with the connection. Because getting a space is a thing. Do you get?
Okay.
And then being able to handle that space is another thing. People can just get on a bigger space because they have this platform. They can put up things that actually against community rules, but you are giving them, you've connected them to platform. So if there are programs that actually guide them, which obviously you mentioned that there are some programs that are guiding. Well, if there's a way you can be a little bit explicit about it, clear.
First of all, before Ozzy, we have regulations that manages those communities, but then Ozzy can also share more, on that.
Okay. Let me just go a bit wider. SMFEST, when we joined the SMFEST in around October last year, they came to Onitsha, and we hosted them in Onitsha in December. So after hosting them in Onitsha in December, the licensee Ifeanyi had a moment with us to tell us the things we can do in Onitsha. And watching what was happening in SMFEST, we started restructuring ourselves. And presently in Onitsha, we have a creative community that is just using the template of SMFEST volunteer community. And we were able to throw a wash party last Sunday. We were able to coordinate ourselves so well that we now create digital product and putting it out there for people to see a different side of Onitsha. When things like this are happening, what you're doing is that you're putting a department. Like now, the SMFEST somehow has dropped on Onitsha community. And when I know you and we are in the same community, you become my guide, I become your guide. Guide in the sense that I watch what you're doing, you watch what I'm doing. It is now easier. It's not about you being on the SMFEST platform for you to do anything. It's about taking it down to different locations. Like at the point we're talking about, there will be a time when there will be SMFest in Newi, SMFest in Ichi, SMFest in everywhere, because we are going to build the communities that will connect and think of something to do. Looking at their individual locations and the needs
Yeah.
to be solved. And again, there is something that we did not talk about. Sometimes people want to empower young people that have these two skills, and the major problem they normally have is that where is the community? They don't find the community, and you'll be surprised that some people will bring something like, say, computers to give to people that can use it, and at the end of it, they just share it randomly to maybe people that may not even need it, and people that may even sell it off. But when this community comes up, Mr. A knows that Mr. B does this and that, and with that, I think it will give them the mapping and everything they need whenever they want to distribute things that will
Okay.
benefit
All right.
society.
Having said that, what are the objectives of this SMFest?
Okay, so just like Uwere, the objective of SMFEST Awka is to also showcase the fact that there is more to the social media space we are witnessing in Anambra, that positive things are actually happening within Anambra State. On that day, we are going to be showcasing people that are doing great stuffs. We are going to be showcasing talents. So many persons are going to come around and witness, the sweet things that young people can do, within the state, and it not only to make the event a great one, but also to inspire the rest of the attendees and people that are going to watch, that while you are thinking that these things are not possible, people are already, doing it. Aside our core objective of to connect, to innovate, and to grow.
So the core objective of this SMFest is to
Connect, innovate,
innovate,
and grow.
and grow.
But everything is actually built into our theme of the event, which is digital awakening. The digital awakening comes from the fact that, this Anambra ranks top when it comes to digital usage. But then, beyond Anambra, people see Anambra people as those that does conventional things without even the digital. There's a narrative around that. People don't believe that Anambra ranks that top, which they truly deserve. And such event is what we are intending to do, to let people know that we are not just those conventional people you are thinking of us. We also dominate the digital space positively.
Now, what should people be looking out for in this SMFest event? What should people be looking out for in this conference? What do they tend to gain attending this particular conference?
Okay, so I'll leave that for Ozzy.
Okay, number one is going to be fun.
Okay.
Very fun.
Yes, and I think everyone should just narrow their mind that they are going to enjoy themselves. Apart from enjoying ourselves, we're going to meet great people. There are people you can only see from afar, and they will come closer with a particular theme of something that will affect your life. Something like something you hold in your hand, your phone. What are you doing with it? And we expect their impact, because one good thing with going to workshops or going to a festival like that is that you come back, you will never come back the same. And when you listen to people that have been to SMFest or Where, if you see the passion they speak with, I tell you, you're going to pay for 2-3 persons that you take to that place, because you want them to experience what these people experience, and you want them to feel exactly like these people are feeling. And when you look at it and you see number of people that have been to SMFest 2 times and they're excited that is happening here and they are coming here, I'm telling you the fact. For the fact that I've not been there for the first time, I think I'm expecting a whole lot. Yeah.
Let me also add, the most committed set of volunteers we actually have now are people that have previously attended the
Yes.
SMFest event.
Yes.
Like they attended the Owerri editions, and they are now head and shoulders hell-bent that they can't wait to see this
Exactly.
happen in Anambra State. Yeah.
Okay, in the place of following the person and learning more, Mr. Ifeanyi, who are we looking at? Are there special guests for this conference? Which people are we looking out to see, like to share ideas with us?
Okay, so our theme for this year is actually digital awakening.
Okay.
To awaken that digital vibe of people in the state, we've curated a list of speakers from the governor who is already a digital friendly governor to our keynote speaker, Chief Osita, who is also a youth and someone that is very, very savvy around the social media space. And we have a very strong innovator within the banking sector, the head of growth for Sterling Bank, who is our team speaker, Obinna Okachukwu. And we want to prove people that are actually into production can also leverage on social media. They do leverage on social media actually. So that's why we have Don Ebubogo, the MD of Tiger Foods, and we have someone that have made all the entire Southeast and Nigeria proud. The CEO of Innocent also been there, and we have Brain Jotta. Of course, the last time I checked, Brain Jotta had over 27 million cumulative followers across social media space. So we want to learn how he has been able to achieve that growth within that short span of time. And we have some group of people that are doing amazingly well within the social media space. The PAMTech team, the PAMTech group, their social media team are going to be live. I don't know if you know about Julie Pamtek, Onyen Kem and Co. They are all going to be there, and we have our own friend, the PR guru, Colonel Osibwe, also being at that event.
All right, talking about Pamtech, talking about the PR guru. When is this event coming up? Because people are excited already. When is this event coming up? How did they register? How did they get involved? Is it physical registration? Is it online registration? How do people get to sign up for this?
So the event is happening on Saturday, 11th May 2024. It's a full day event from 7 o'clock in the morning and it will run through the evening. The ticket for the event, we have regular ticket for 10,000, which covers meals, small jobs, writing materials and all that. We also have the gold ticket, which is 30,000, that also have an extended set of benefits, right? People can actually get this ticket by making payments to, I believe, the flyers will be on the page, our Sterling Bank account, and also they can actually use Seller. We have a Seller link to make their payments. We intend to close our registration for this event on the 30th of April because we want to have focused time to plan for the experience people are going to have on that day.
Okay, having answered that, I would want to say very good. Thank you. Thank you for coming around. Thank you for picking Anambra. Thank you for being in the studio today with us. And thank you for bringing this mind-blowing event down to Anambra here. I actually appreciate your efforts in seeing youths come together to grow network and it all. So at this point, I want to say thank you to every one of us that have stayed glued to us. Keep watching and following Anilu TV on YouTube. Like all our content, follow all our videos. Bye.